Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn how to make 3D model of ram bottom safety valve, and its 2D drawing. After completing this session, you can able to create ram bottom safety valve and generate its output. Before starting design, create a new folder for the model. For this model, start create sketch in front plane. Draw a circle of 200 mm. Draw a two line of 225 mm, tangent to the circle. Make the distance between circle and the origin as 200 mm. Trim this sketch. Construct a plane along path and select this line and create plane at the corner. Create sketch in that plane. Draw two circle of 115 mm, like this. Now extrude this profile into -55 mm. Construct a plane along the path and select this line, drag to, arc and line coincided point. Create sketch in that plane. Draw two circle of 99 mm. Like this. Create sketch in this face. Draw 286 mm circle. Using loft tool, select these four sketches, guide type as center line and select this U sketch. Create sketch in the top plane. From the origin draw a circle of 250 mm, and 100 mm. And 21 mm circle. Having distance from the center as 100 mm. Using circular pattern, create copy of the circle in circular. Quantity as 6. Extrude this profile into 25 mm. Make the sketch visible. Extrude this profile as thin extrude, and the distance of 100 mm and taper angle of -14 mm, and the wall location as outside, and thickness as 12 mm. Operation as join. Hide the sketch. Create sketch in the front plane. Using project comment, project this body sketch. Hide the body. Draw a 3-point arc. Connecting this line like this. Make the distance between these 2 points as 5 mm. Make the arc radius as 65 mm. Between these 2 points as 65 mm. Make the body visible. Using rib tool, select this arc sketch. Depth as 55 mm, and thickness as 12 mm. Using mirror, mirror this rib feature to the opposite side. Create sketch in the side plane. Draw a center rectangle at the axis line having size of 20 mm into 64 mm. And having distance from the origin to the rectangle as 200 mm. Extrude this sketch, connecting this U body like this. Create sketch in this face. Draw two circle of 87.88 mm. Extrude this profile for -46 mm. Create sketch in this face. Draw two circle of 62 mm. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a two circle of 75 mm. Make this U-sketch visible. Using Loft tool, select these 4 sketches, guide type as center line and select this U-sketch, and operation as cut. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a center point square of 20 mm. Extrude cut this profile throughout this body. Hide the sketch. Create fillets to these edges, as radius 12 mm. Create fillets to these edges, radius as 24 mm. Create fillets to these edges, radius as 12 mm. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a square of 20 mm at the center. And a circle of 60 mm. Extrude this circle for 6 mm, and operation as new body. Create sketch in this face. Draw a circle of 40 mm. And a center square of 20 mm. Extrude this profile into -20 mm, and operation as new body. Isolate this body. Make the sketch visible. Extrude this profile for 8 mm. Hide the sketch. Create sketch in this face. Draw a 20 mm circle. Extrude this profile for 43 mm. Using thread tool, create thread to the body as modeled. Create sketch in the front plane. Using project comment, project this body, and hide the body. Draw two 12 mm circle in the axis. And a 24 mm circle. Make the distance between this two circle as 32 mm, and between this circle and the line as 14 mm. Draw a 17 mm line and a line connecting the 24 mm circle. Same to this side. Trim this sketch. Extrude this profile, in symmetric direction whole length of 12 mm and make visible this body. Make fillets to these edges as 2 mm. Unisolate this body. Create sketch in front plane. Press P for project comment, select this body. Hide all the bodies. Using line, draw a sketch profile like this. Draw a center line and convert it into center line. Draw a line like this. Make the distance between this two line as 56 mm. Between these two line as 94 mm. Between these two line as 87.88 mm. This line length is 42 mm. This line length is 3 mm. Between this two line is 113 mm. Between this two lines is 125 m. Distance between this two point is 4 mm. This also is 4 mm. Between these two lines is 75 mm. Distance between this two line is 50 mm. Create fillets to this edge as 3 mm. And this edge as 5 mm. Using revolve extrude, select this profile and the axis and create as new body. Construct a plane from this face, having distance of 8 mm. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a circle of 56 mm. And a circle of 12 mm. Draw a line connecting these two circles. Create a 3 mm offset line to this line, and a -3 mm offset line. Trim the unwanted sketch. Using circular pattern, create copy of this line and select center line and quantity as 3. Trim the unwanted lines. Extrude this profile into -60 mm. Operation as new body. Isolate this body. Create sketch in the front plane. P for project and project this body. Draw a center line. Draw a sketch profile, like this. Draw a line like this. And make parallel constraint to these lines. Make this line as 5 mm. Between these 2 points as 36 mm. Between these two lines as 6 mm. Between these 2 points as 5 mm. Between this points and the line as 35 mm. Between this line and this point as 60 mm. Between these two lines as 6 mm. Angle between this line and this line is 45 degree. Due to parallel constraint, all these line becomes 45 degree. Using revolve extrude, select this profile, and center, and operation as join. Select this faces and press delete. Create chamfer to these edges, as 4 mm into 45 degree. Unisolate this body. Create sketch in the front plane. Draw a circle of 24 mm. And 12 mm. And a square of 24 mm like this. Extrude this profile, as symmetric direction and hole length of 24 mm. Create sketch in this face. Draw a rectangle of 40 mm into 12 mm like this. Make the distance between these two lines as 6 mm and between these lines as 10 mm. Extrude cut this profile throughout this body, isolate this body. Construct a plane from this face distance as 7 mm and create sketch in that plane. Draw a circle of 10 mm. Create loft to this face and this sketch. Create sketch in the front plane. P for project and project this body and hide the body. Draw a sketch like this, center line is 15 mm. Angle between this two line is 30 degree. Make horizontal vertical constraint to this line. Using revolve extrude, extrude this profile and make the body visible. Unisolate this body. Modify and align, and select, from, and to. And align. Isolate this body. Create sketch in the front plane. P for project, and project this body. Draw a rectangle of 14 mm into 16 mm. Make midpoint constraint to this line and this point. Extrude cut this profile throughout this body. Unisolate this body. And isolate this body and create sketch in the front plane. P for project and project this body. Draw a 12 mm and 26 mm circle. And draw a sketch profile like this. Make horizontal vertical constraints to this 2 points. Draw a circle of 12 mm and make horizontal vertical constraint to this 2 circle and this 2 points. And draw a slot from this point as 12 mm diameter. Make the distance between this 2 point as 16 mm. This arc is radius 20. Between these 2 point as 60 mm. Between these 2 points is 30 mm. Between this 2 points is 100 mm. Between this 2 points is 100 mm. Draw a line like this. Make horizontal vertical constraints to this 2 points. Make the distance between this point and this line as 44 mm. And this point and this line is 32 mm. And this line is 15 mm. Distance between this 2 points is 497 mm. Change this distance as 125 mm, and hide this body. Draw a sketch profile like this. Make the distance between this 2 points as 100 mm. Between this 2 line is 6 mm. Angle between this 2 lines is 30 degree. Create 25 mm fillets to this edge. Create 12 mm fillets to this edge. Make the distance between this 2 point as 46 mm. Trim and delete the unwanted sketches. Create tangent to this circle and the line. Make coincident constraint to this 2 circle. Extrude this profile in symmetric direction and hole length is 12 mm. Make the sketch visible. Extrude this profile in symmetric direction and hole length of 6 mm. Using revolve extrude, select this profile and the axis. Create fillets to this edge as chord length, and radius as 12 mm. Create fillets to this 2 edges as 3 mm. Unisolate this body. Using mirror comment, mirror these bodies to the opposite side. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a circle of 12 mm and 24 mm. Draw the same circle here. Connect this 2 circles. Distance between this 2 circle is 125 mm and trim the unwanted sketch. Extrude this sketch for 6.25 mm and create as new body. Extrude this face having offset value of 12 mm and extrude distance of 6.25 mm. Operation as new body. Create sketch in this face. Draw a circle of 12 mm and 20 mm. Extrude this profile for -32 mm, and operation as new body. Isolate this body. Make the sketch visible and extrude this profile for 4 mm. Construct a tangent plane to this cylinder. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a circle of 3 mm. Make the distance between this circle and this line as 26 mm. Make horizontal vertical constraint to this point and the circle. Extrude cut this profile throughout the body. Construct a plane from this face having distance of 26 mm. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a circle of 3 mm. Draw a sketch like this. Trim this sketch. Make the distance between these two lines as 0.01 mm. Make horizontal vertical constraint to the circle and the origin. Make fillets to this 2 point as 2 mm. Make fillets to this two edges as 3 mm. Make the distance between the circle and the end line as 20 mm. And between the circle and the origin as 10 mm. Make horizontal vertical to this 2 points. Construct plane along the path and select this line. Create sketch in this plane. Draw a 3 mm half circle profile, like this. Using sweep comment, select this profile and this line as path. End operation as new body. Unisolate this body. Using move or copy comment. Select this two bodies. Create copy. 58 mm in Y direction, and 100 mm in Z direction. Create sketch in this face. Hide all the bodies. Draw a circle of 20 mm. And a hexagon of radius 6.5 mm. Extrude these profile for 16 mm. Make the bodies visible and isolate the nut body. Extrude this face for 9 mm and operation as new body. Create sketch in the side view plane to create fillet to the nut. Draw line like this. Make coincident constraint to these points and the lines. Equal constraint to all the 4 lines. Make horizontal vertical constraint to these points. Make the distance between these 2 points as 2.5 mm. Using revolve extrude, select this profile and the axis. And create fillet. Using thread tool, create thread to the nut as modeled. Unisolate this body. Using move copy comment, create copy of this 2 bodies. Create copy. Move in y-axis as -125 mm. Construct a plane from this face having distance of 80 mm. Using coil comment and select this plane and draw a circle of 60 mm. Type as revolution and height as 97 mm, and revolution and section size as 9 mm. Isolate this body. Create sketch in the side plane. Draw a center arc, radius as 30 mm and arc angle as 150 mm. To the both bottom and top. P for project and project these 2 points. Distance between the arc and that projected point is 30 mm. Select this 3D sketch option. Draw a spline, from this line to the coil's center face. Repeat the same to the bottom. Unselect the 3D sketch. Make horizontal vertical to this arc. Select this point, and move, then we can change the shape of the line. Follows this steps. We have created the path for the sweep as we required. Using sweep, select this profile and the path, and create sweep. Make the sketch visible. Repeat the same sweep to the bottom side. Unisolate this body. Hide the sketch. Rename all the bodies. Convert all the bodies into component. Go to Modify, Physical Material, and change the physical material of the components as required. Save the file in the respective folder. To create 2D diagram of this model, click Design, select Diagram, from Design. Paste the diagram, and we can change the scale, views, types. Using Projected View, we can project the required views. We can change the appearance of the projected views. Using Dimension tool, we can detail the dimensions of the design. We can generate bill of materials details automatically by single click in table option. Save this file in the respective folder. We can generate this diagram into PDF file, followed by this step. Thank you.